Hi there, welcome back to Sharon's Homestead. I wanted to do a follow-up video regarding the rosemary. So you remember the rosemary that I got from Michael's Cafe yesterday? Actually, I was supposed to do a video yesterday about this follow-up, so please forgive me, so I'm doing it now. But anyway, I got this rosemary for free. I was stopping by and I saw the rosemary and I was like, do you mind if I have some? I asked the manager and the manager was like, yeah, sure, take all you want. And so I was like, okay, cool. So what I did was I clipped some from the back of the plant. So it'll still be beautiful. It was probably about as tall as this, but it'll still be big and beautiful. But whatever I take is not affecting the plant in itself, and it's still beautiful. Now, what I'm going to ask of you before I get started on showing you how to make mini cuttings from this bush here, well, it looks like a bush, but mini cuttings from this, would you please stop, like the video, share it with somebody else who could use it, maybe your mom, your grandmom, or just somebody else who might be interested, and then also hit subscribe. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and here's a promise I'll make to you. If you leave a comment in the section, I will promise to get back and write you back. Whatever you leave, I promise I'll respond. But please be nice, okay? That's all I ask. Please be nice. All right, here we go. So I got the rosemary from the people, and so I just snipped it off. I didn't do anything fancy. You can see where it just literally cut. I had it sitting in water. Going to keep it in water while I'm illustrating, and I'm going to tell you now, my kitchen is very fragrant right now because rosemary is a very fragrant plant. I also have with me just a regular cup, and the reason why is because when I finish cutting them, preparing them, the trimmings, I'm just going to leave them in cups of water like this and put them in my windowsill, and so they'll sprout little roots. But let's get started to show you how to do it. So let's say you're at your grandma's house and she's got this big rosemary plant and you want to propagate it or just get cuttings. If you say that grandma might not know what propagating is, my grandma wouldn't know what propagating is. But if I'm like, grandma, can I get a cutting? She'd be like, yeah, go on and get it. And so just say, can I get a cutting? But anyway, if they tell you yeah, please don't steal nothing. But if they tell you yes, go ahead and just break it off, right? When you break it off, you're literally going to take these little stems off like I'm doing now. It's the handful. You're going to take them. I'm going to lay this down. You're going to drop them in a cup. The reason I say do that is because these little leaves, that is the rosemary. You can take this, wash it really good, and then saute it in butter, sear a steak on both sides using salt and pepper, and you got you a good steak, I promise. But anyway, so after you strip the little leaves off, I'm going to take some scissors and I'm going to cut at an angle. Okay, your angle should look something like this. All right, after I do that, I'm just going to sit it in water. And look, I'm going to use some rosemary water. Pour it in there. Ay, I made the camera move. It's okay, y'all. You'll be fine. Okay, set it in water and we're good to go. Let me put it over here so you can see it. All right, in addition to that, what if I wanted to take this long one and say, let's make maybe 4 different plants out of this long one? I could. First, I'm going to go ahead, pull the little leaves off. I'm saving all these because rosemary, I'm telling you, if you're a vegetarian and you don't really eat meat, like you're not into steak and chicken like I am, that's fine. You can put rosemary in your beans. You can put rosemary in your soups. Rosemary is fragrant with your salads. You can enjoy some rosemary. Now, if you don't want to cook it or whatever, you can also dry rosemary. If you don't have a food dehydrator, do it old school style. You can do it. You can sit it outside on something that has like a colander, like a metal colander. Put it in there. Put it where the sun is going to be, covered up so no bugs will get in there, and then it'll naturally dry. If you want to put it in the oven on like the lowest setting, you can do that as well. It'll dry and you got yourself a spice. You want to grind it up, put it in your blender, put it in your Ninja. I have a Ninja. Put it in there and boom, you got some dry spices. Never buy rosemary again. So notice I cut the bottom off and I'm going to make about 4 plants out of this. You want to remember which end is up because the plant needs to grow in that direction. So that was 1 plant, And I'm just gonna put it in here, go back to trimming some more, put it in my little cup so I can use those spices later. And it was already trimmed really, well, but I'm just going to, for illustration purpose, trim it again. And at the top, I'm going to cut. Make sure you don't cut your finger. And then put it here again. I just saw a pesky fly come in. Oh my goodness, that's what happens when you leave your screen door open. Don't worry, I'm going to take care of him as soon as this video is over. And then, so with this one, I got 3 instead of 4. So then I cut this one at an angle, and then boom, just like that. And I'm just going to use some of my water. Waste not, want not. There's no need to go back into the sink and get more water when I have water that I can use here. So right now we have the 2 that's already propagated. And then I had a 3rd already sitting here that's propagated. I'm not going to use up all your time. I know you see the process now. If I went too fast, just hit the rewind button and go back and hear it again. If you have questions about it, please let me know. I look forward to knowing how your rosemary turns out. And do remember, fall season is the best time to propagate plants. In one of my videos, I did a mulberry tree, I did grapevines, and so now rosemary. And so please don't be afraid or ashamed to ask somebody. You see a cute little yard and they got all these spices. Most people wouldn't mind if you ask them, if they're standing outside, hey, do you mind if I get a cutting? Most farmers or most homesteaders love to meet new people. And so just ask and you shall receive. And so I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a great week. And I hope you do something that makes you feel amazing. Take care. See you later. Bye.